It's the time to get down.
Yeah. Mood control. A title inspired by Sir George Clinton, who said, mood control, mood decontrol, someone's funking with the mood. That's right, mood control. All about controlling your mood. That's what we call this. The spot we are. We call this our broadcast location. We call it mood control. All in honor of George Clinton, who said all that nonsense.
And had no control.
No control.
Whatsoever.
None.
That track is from the upcoming CD, In Search of Nepenthe. That's one of my original theme-based CDs that's coming up. That track, again, featuring Paul Russo on sax. It's another example, DeVoe, of me doing sample manipulation. The only live instrument playing person on that, for me, was Paul Russo on sax. All the rest of the track, the rhythm tracks, all the other stuff, even the trumpet stuff in the background, is all sample manipulation using a program called Sony Acid.
Oh,
so those of you know Acid, you know what I was using to make that, okay? It's a tough program, but everybody wants you to know. So that's going to be coming up. That's called Mood Control. And again, Paul Russo on sax. So that's from my solo album.
Yay, Paulie.
I know. Old Cat, New Tricks is the other album, but... All right, you guys. Now we got to talk about the story. Once again, we've been setting it up all morning long. This is the leaked Iraq civilian killing video. Let me tell you again about the organization. For those of you interested, the organization that did this is WikiLeaks.org. WikiLeaks.org. WikiLeaks.org, which is a site that actually works as a whistleblowing site. Now, according to their own website, now read what they say. Collateral murder. WikiLeaks has released a classified U.S. military video depicting the indiscriminate slaying of over a dozen people in the Iraqi suburb of New Baghdad, including 2 Reuters news staff. Reuters has been trying to obtain the video through the Freedom of Information Act without success since the time of the attack. This is over 3 years. The video, shot from an Apache helicopter gun site, clearly shows the unprovoked slaying of a wounded Reuters employee and his rescuers. 2 young children involved in the rescue were also seriously wounded. For further information, please visit the special project website, www.classified www.collateralmurder.com. www.collateralmurder.com. For those, again, you can search WikiLeaks, WIKILEAKS. Okay?
And that was collateral murder?
And the other side is Collateral Murder, COLLATERALMURDER.com. Okay, now it's important because there's a couple reasons before we get to the video. It's important because this type of journalism represents us, the consumers, the people taking charge of issues. This site has been very active in blowing the whistle on companies for doing all kinds of things, from exploiting the environment. And they're just a site that people can go and post information anonymously about things going on. And it's become a very popular site. They have a pretty good leak on this. It's really got the Pentagon pissed off that they got this video. The Pentagon is supposed to have a statement about this as potentially as early as today. But this clip that they released on Monday, in less than 24 hours, had over 1.3 million views on YouTube alone. It was well over 2 million. So we're going to show this video. There's two versions now. There's the reason why, because they shortened it. The original was 39 minutes long. We're not going to show that. But because they have a 17-minute shortened version. Now, some people complained that they felt like by shortening it, they were giving it a spin. So the people, just to deal with that, put the whole version up there and said you can watch one or both. If you take a look here, Vic, we're showing you that we have both of the versions, short and long, available at the packstereo.tv site for you to watch. We think this is important for a number of reasons, like we said, not just because we think in all wars that things happen. Let me just state that. All wars, that's why to me you have to be very careful about how you wage war. All war, every war from the history of time has always included atrocities against innocent bystanders. I don't care how far back you go. That's part of all war. It always occurs. There's always collateral damage. The U.S. bombed Berlin. We set off 2 nuclear devices over civilian populations.
That's right.
When they set off those nuclear devices over Japan, they were over civilian populations. So people go in to kill people, okay? All right, that's how you fight wars. So just understand that. So the military thing is always a little bit
messy.
That's what I'm saying. So again, not to defend this, but I want you to know we still feel like you need to see this, and we also think, more importantly, even still, is the idea that you, the consumer, people like us, are becoming the news organizations of this time, of the world, of the future. Citizen, and they don't know what to do because what's happening is you, the consumers, are trusting this type of video, these type of broadcasts more than Channel 4.
Well, they need to, because they're not editing all the good stuff out. You get to see it all.
I want to also make this point. When I lived in Japan, I went to Hiroshima, and they have a museum in Hiroshima, which is smack dab at ground zero. They've made this a museum. They've also made this ground zero from where they dropped the nuclear bomb. It is a crater. The land will never, ever come back in our lifetime to the way it was. I'm sure there's still acceptable levels of radiation there and what have you, but nothing grows there. I just want to let you know. So they've made a museum. When you see what the Japanese have done to this museum and what they've put in this museum as to what a nuclear bomb can do and what the devastation that it creates, or I don't care if it's a nuclear bomb or what, it's even the fallout chemicals. They have it, you know.